Hey, Sam here, Reloved Guitars, and I just wanted to bring you up to date with the Big Steavey production. You can see it hanging up here behind me, the Big Steavey, and this is the ultra wide 6-string based on a 7-string taken down to 6 and spread apart with a custom bridge, which does the job pretty well. It's tilting forward quite a bit actually, but it's solid now. It's tilted forward. I think I would, if I did it again, I'd probably fill the whole of this piece here and mount the thing on top of a fill, but that's for another day. This guitar was, probably you heard me mention already, but this guitar was not in very good shape when I got it. These things were not only glued, their original posts were not only glued into place, but the adjusters, these bits that you can screw to raise and lower the action, particularly on the bridge, they were glued into place as well, so there's no possible action adjustment, which was a real bummer. Luckily I was ditching them anyway, but the downside was, because they were so jammed in place, pulling them out had to be a matter of brute force, which is just not very good, and the result is there was a bit of chipping of the bodywork there, which is filled with golden lacquer, but it's still visible, hey. And then there was also a little blip on the back here, which I'm going to polish flat at least and shine up. But the nice part about it is that, having decided on some, oh by the way, yeah, there's also, this is why these people are getting these guitars, they're all seconds, hence the cheap starting price really, but this one's got a kind of hair trapped in the finish, so there's all kinds of, these people are selling them on eBay as new other, meaning, oh, these have just been in storage. Well, it isn't the case. These have more than just been in storage. This one, kind of parts of the insides are rusty, you know, some of the contacts were rusty inside, so these are definitely not just been in storage. They are seconds from the outset, but for my purposes that's not a problem, because I'm ditching the original nut, replacing it with a custom made one. I'm putting in new bridge and new stop piece and filling the existing holes, which you can see where I filled anyway. And in this case I'm putting on a new pickguard, new pickups, and pretty much new, well, yeah, the wiring's the same. I'm using the same configuration underneath. So what we've got is a 3-way switch, and effectively we've got 3 humbuckers going here. One as a grouped, one as a kind of clustered pair, this back one here, the bridge one. So you don't get a clean tone. Big Steve, I know you were looking for a kind of Knopfler-esque tone. I haven't got a strap, have I? Yeah, I've got one. I know you were looking for a Knopfler style tone. Unfortunately, with the humbuckers the way they are, you're not likely to get that. And I was just having a look this morning, and I'll do some more research on whether I could do a single coil version of this. It just depends on finding the right pickups really. Also, I've noticed that suddenly the price of these Peavey 7-strings have suddenly gone up, but hey. Now, I've not been playing much today at all, so I've no idea how this is going to sound, so I'm not in virtuoso mode, I'm afraid. Not even at the best of times, but I guess I want to just demonstrate to you how this sounds. It's not a very long lead, but we don't need to go far with this. Let's get a tuning first. Okay, so what have I got? Tone. Oh, we're on jazz chorus, clean sound, gain down, and we're in bridge mode. master tone, master volume really. So this is you know, humbucker. So every stage, every position is humbuckers, right? So there's no single coil, there's no split or anything. So this is about as clean as you're going to get. So it does have that thick sound of a humbucker. I might need to still do a tweak on the action here. I think I'll put 10s on here. So that's clean. And then we've got a few other kind of models. But just going back one, using the humbucker at the neck. It's quite clean, but it's still quite thick. It's not got that thin single coil sound. But it's, I guess this guitar, it's when it gets up into the classic sounds, the tones with the gain quite a way up. So that you can hear the power boost down on the bridge, because it's effectively twice the output of the neck. So it's around about 15. It's around about 7.5. You might be using the bridge as a rhythm and then switch to, sorry, neck as a rhythm and then switch to. Now I had that on half volume, and as soon as you start to wind up the volume, it gets dirty. Quite a usable range of volume control actually, if you're careful with it. Out of tune. Yeah, so take down the gain but crank it up on here. So the clear distortion difference between the neck and the humbucker at the bridge. Double humbucker at the bridge. And then you get into sort of rectifier-y sound, and this thing goes mad at that point. Yeah, I quite like that. They really break up when you work the volume on this, so it's nice to have that control. It's still stretching, I'm afraid, for some reason. I keep taking these strings off and on while I've been getting this pickguard ready, or cut to size. I've done two different ones. But now I've got a template for any I do after this, certainly for these two kinds of pickups, but I'd need to make another one if I was going to do 3 single coils, which would be quite nice to do. Okay. Yeah, it's right. It's really in the rock and roll tones that this comes alive. Especially if you play around with the gain. It's on the bridge. So yeah, it's just a few different sounds, I guess. Just putting it back to a kind of clean sound, even though it's still going out tune. I guess the interesting thing is to listen out for the volume change. The only iffy ones, if they suffered at all on this pickup configuration, it would be at the edges, where you'd think there's not as much pickup metal pole, whatever, magnet either side, but actually, you know, when you consider it, the amount of vibration is catered for entirely. It never goes outside of the pickup range, so I don't hear any noticeable loss of volume or fidelity. Anyway, just do another check on these. What do you want to call it? Yeah, first fret action, because it's a little bit struggling to stay in tune, and it's usually caused by the slots not being exactly where I want them to be, so I just want to make sure that's right. But yeah, not a bad improvement, but Big Steve, this won't give you the Hank Marvin tones, I'm afraid, so we will need to look at another version. Anyway, you know, see how it goes. If this one sells and I carry on doing another one or more of these, then by all means it's worth having a go at a different configuration. So I would look forward to trying it out with 3 singles or a HSS or some such thing. Okay, so I won't bore you with this. I'll switch off, but I'm just going to double check all the heights here and get some sandpaper and just clean out those slots so that they are unsticky, and then re-lubricate them. Okay, so drop them off to the side, and I'll see you in a little bit.